You probably like No Man's Sky and are exploring its procedurally generated universe with glee. You probably hate it due to its admittedly repetitive gameplay. You probably can't even play it properly due to the flawed PC release. Nevertheless, a universe such as this is bound to hold its fair few secrets and references. We decided to collect those secrets together and point out some of the cooler references to sci-fi culture that exist. There is at least one spoiler involving the game's ending though, so be careful there. Sci-fi films Monolith. One could debate the legitimacy of this Easter egg because really, in a game with this scale, how many people are going to find it? But there's apparently a monolith somewhere with seemingly random letters scrawled on it. Read them backwards and you get the sentence, "A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, we, the Kovacs, sought to boldly go where no one had gone before. And so we each took up our towels, held our thumbs aloft, and hitchhiked our way across the universe to carve a monolith." Obviously these are references to Star Trek, Star Wars, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and 2001: A Space Odyssey. Again, you could debate the legitimacy of it, but it's still pretty cool if it exists. The ending's truth. Okay, spoilers here, for real. When you actually reach the galactic center of No Man's Sky, not the universe's center as previously thought, you won't receive an ending. Well, actually you'll see a small cutscene where the camera zooms out over all the systems set to some cool music. The game then starts over on a new planet while allowing you to keep your upgrades. Many have expressed disbelief and discussed there being a possibly secret ending, but this is the epitome of, it's about the journey, not the destination. Minecraft Easter egg. It's hard to spot this unless you're someone who literally dreams of Minecraft. However, users have reported seeing a pixelated image outside of certain bases. What is that pixelation exactly? Why, it's Minecraft's signature torch, of course. Now where's that diamond sword from melee combat when you really need it? Lemmy Forever. Throughout No Man's Sky, you collect various metals that can be used for crafting, trading, and whatnot. Eventually, you'll come across something called lemium, a heavy metal alloy used extensively in starship freighter construction due to its sheer strength. It's also described as a hardcore material popular on the Galactic Trade Network. This is in reference to Lemmy, the lead singer of Motorhead who passed away this year. Rest in peace, Lemmy. The universe will embrace you. A scanner darkly. No, you're not going to get hooked on some weird drugs and descend into an ever-maddening loop of paranoia. The trophy, A Scanner Darkly, is actually earned while scanning animals across various planets. It's in reference to the novel by Philip K. Dick, which was later adapted into a swanky rotoscope animated film by Richard Linklater. Robert A. Heinlein references. In fact, there are several authors referenced with trophy names in No Man's Sky. Take Robert A. Heinlein for instance. Trophies like Stranger in a Strange Land and The Forever War are named after sci-fi novels by the writer. Again, they don't seem to have much relation other than sounding pretty cool as trophy names. Galapagos. No Man's Sky is full of a variety of horrendous looking beings. Sadly, no full-size dinosaurs to be spotted just yet. These animals can be scanned, which offers up credits, and scanning for all animals across the planet gives you a hefty amount of credits. Do this 10 times, however, and you'll receive the Galapagos Trophy, which is in reference to the islands that Charles Darwin visited and which inspired his natural selection theory. It's basically a reference to the kinds of different species that can be found thanks to variations in a single environment. R2-D2-like thing. The famed little robot doesn't make a surprise appearance in No Man's Sky. However, if you look closely at some ships, you'll notice an odd little robot thing on the right side of the wing. Even if this isn't R2-D2, it certainly resembles the droid's placement on Luke Skywalker's X-Wing in the classic Star Wars films. Serenity. Another startling resemblance, which isn't outright named, is a special ship you can find that resembles the Serenity ship from Firefly. Given all the places No Man's Sky takes inspiration from, it would seem to make sense that Serenity would also be jammed in, without naming it of course. BABEL fish. Collect enough words in No Man's Sky and you can achieve different statuses, including one called BABEL fish. This is actually the name of a small fish used in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that enabled various alien species across the galaxy to understand each other irrespective of whether they spoke the same language. So just remember, when communicating with the Gek, you've essentially become one with the fish. The dolphins would be proud. Probably. Foundation. There are even more trophies hiding references to famous sci-fi novels. The Diamond Age trophy is important because the journey to earning it references one of the most popular sci-fi authors of all time. Collect 250,000 credits and you'll unlock the Foundation trophy, which is a direct reference to Isaac Asimov's sci-fi novel Foundation, which became a long-running and popular saga. Total Perspective Vortex. This one's complicated and not quite a cakewalk. Total Perspective Vortex is the trophy you unlock from hitting Platinum status. It's also a highly effective torture device in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy by essentially crushing a man's soul by measuring his sense of proportion to the universe. That is until Zaphod Beeblebrox survived it, and that's another story unto itself. What we're trying to say is if you haven't read The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, then start now for crying out loud. Also, you probably have some idea of your proportion to the universe of No Man's Sky by earning the Platinum Trophy, or something like that. The Sentinal and A Space Odyssey. You probably saw the trophy A Space Odyssey pop up after warping 60 times between systems and known that it was a reference to Arthur C. Clarke's 2001 A Space Odyssey. However, the Sentinel trophy is also a Clarke reference. It refers to a short story written by Clarke that directly segues into the novel series, and for Stanley Kubrick fans, both stories were essentially combined together in his film adaptation of 2001 A Space Odyssey. The more you know, we suppose. Balls and ruins. Try not to laugh, but players have discovered balls in the No Man's Sky universe, like giant balls in strange places, like underground ruins that can be pushed around. They don't correctly seem to serve any purpose other than to look mysterious. This has seriously already gone too far, so let's just move on already. Oblivion and Atlas. Remember Oblivion, the somewhat disappointing film from Tom Cruise with awesome music by M83 and the pyramid-like ships it featured? You'll eventually come across a similar-looking space station that you've probably seen hundreds of times before. It's actually the same ruby diamond from the game's box art, the Atlas interface. Say what you will about inspiration, but this one hits rather too close to home for us, even though one is a diamond and the other's a pyramid.
Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.